bring my kids. No sugar.
Tika the Star for the Star now. We back at you. Say, damn, hold on. Exactly, the April Fool's joke. The origins of April Fool's Day. I'm going to read this, but before I go into it anymore, I want to give my own perspective of where I think they got, or why do I think they have us celebrating April Fool's Day. Is it because we, the people, are the fools and they're pulling the trick over our eyes more than just one day out of the year, but 365 days out of the year? Matter of fact, I give them that one day, because this is the one day that they ain't lying about none of the shit they doing on April Fool's Day. They just never tell you, oh, we tricked y'all. So for 364 days of the year, it's April Fool's Day for us every day. They got us believing in shit that's not real. They got us touching and using shit that ain't real. They said, hold on, what you mean? They got us touching and using shit that ain't real. If it is, if I can touch it, it is real. Well, if that's the case, we'll have a lot more tangible items than we got now. Are we being fooled with the life that we live in? Have we been fooled our whole lives? Fuck April. All right. It says some historians speculate that April Fool's Day dates back to 1582, when France switched from the Julian calendar to the Gregorian calendar. If everybody don't know, this is the time we on now. So now they say in 2023 they're gonna make daylight savings permanent because they got us by a faster, quicker time of life, where our life is going by faster than what we can process for the most part. And they know most people can't process life as fast as it's going. This is why a majority of the population is behind on times. So the Julian calendar, as called by the Council of Trent in 1563, in the Julian calendar, as in the Hindu calendar, which was not everybody, but a lot of people know Hindu people are one of those original Aboriginal people to this planet as a whole. So these are some of the people that still go by some of those ancient traditions as far as the way they live their life and the way that they see life and the way that they interpret life after death. It says, as in the Hindu calendar, the new year begun with the spring equinox around April 1st. Don't that make sense? That the new year will start around spring and not at the beginning of January 1st in the middle of some fuckery. Don't that make sense? It would end around spring and it will begin around spring again. But no, they did what? They switched it from one calendar to another calendar. Who gives a person the right to switch one thing to another as far as something, a way of living? Only manipulation and power gives you this ability to manipulate the time of the planet. Now, this is where they get April Fool's Day from. It says people who were slow to get the news or failed to recognize. Let's stop right there. It says people who were slow to get the news or failed to recognize. A lot of people are slow to recognize or slow to get the news, the actual tangible information that you need to be able to see this world for what it really is. A lot of people are way too slow as far as when they getting certain information that we should have had since the beginning. So in return, if we have majority of the people getting the information too slow, April Fool's on them. You know why? Because the person that has all the information before the other fools that don't have the information as quick as I got it, you're going to be the fool, and I'm going to be the one pulling a joke on you because I already know what you should have known already. And it says, or failed to recognize. Here, a lot of people fail to recognize the truth. And if you fail to recognize the truth, how can you ever understand that you are the fool and the trick is being played on you? So they give you the truth one day out of the year and tell you what they really doing. But everybody takes it as it's a joke because they give you only one day about this certain thing. But in reality, in perspective, we have failed to recognize that they have us living a April Fool's joke 364 days a year. Every time we go to the work, every time we go to school, every time we pay bills, every time we pay for water, every time we pay for food, every time we pay for land, anything they have us doing is we're the fool for doing that shit. None of that shit actually cost anything. They just stole and secluded all the resources so they will be able to be the ones who distribute the shit. So then they can continue to play us like fools through the whole time of existence. Tiva, no. And as time goes on and people are slow to get the news, or the people that actually do even get the news, they fail to recognize the information that's in front of them. Just like a lot of shit that's on social media now. We fail to recognize what value it actually holds. And by the time we want to actually start to use this valuable information that we ran across in the past future, it'll be too late. And shit like this won't be said in the deep future. It won't be people like we got now that's talking about the certain different topics in a different perspective of how we got it right this point, right in this point of time. It won't be another point of time like this. And this is why they're already censoring people like us and weeding us out of the system. It says people who are slow to get the news or fail to recognize that the start of the new year had moved to January 1st. Who the fuck? So look what they did. Pay attention. It says in the Hindu calendar, and this is right before Christopher Columbus came to Americas in the 1600s. So pay attention to that as well. They switched the time before they came over here and started cultivating or settling or kidnapping and robbing people of their land. They switched the time back. So let's pay attention. It says the new year originally began with the spring equinox around April 1st. Okay. So we got January, February, March, April. Okay. We just now in April too. Exactly. Cool. So it says it moved it back to January 1st. So think of this now. Pay attention. If the original New Year ended in April, they moved it back to January. Where did these other 4 months come from? This is why they say originally it was not 12 months. They added on 3 to 4 extra months. At least 3 months they added on. They're not telling us that. So in reality, if the new year started, let's say New Year would have just started 3 or 4 days ago. But in our head, in our mind, in our lifetime, the New Year started 3 months ago. Do you understand? So now they got us living 3 months faster than we supposed to. Do you know how much time they're taking away from our life if we live in 3 months faster than what we actually think than we actually supposed to be living? So that means why are we moving? This is why I said this life is going so fast. They know the average person can't process what's happening because nobody goddamn gave us 3 extra months. When in reality we don't supposed to have all that extra time, mental time in our head. The less time we got, the more time we got. We'll use to be beneficial to us. But the more time we got, the more time I feel like we got to get the shit done. But in reality, we don't have that extra time that we always think we got because we don't have these extra 3 months. I could have swore I did. It started off in April. They moved that shit. They moved the New Year back 3 months. So they moved it back 3 months, not ahead 3 months. So people don't understand that. They say, hold on, if they move time back 3 months, how could it be making us live faster? Because the more time, like I said, the more time you think you got, the more time you think you got to do shit. So if in return we only got 9 months of the year, they give us 12, so they think you got the extra 3 months to do shit. But in reality, we don't have that 3 months. So we got them running through these years actually quicker than we actually think we getting through them. So just imagine, we live in life 1 year for 12 months, but every 9 months is a new year. Add that shit up, and that's gonna be taking years off of everybody fucking life. Who the fool? We is. April Fool's on us every day, motherfucker. Every day, motherfuckers. Exactly. Just like this, motherfuckers. This is the origin of April Fool's Day. April probably ain't even the goddamn. Let's say April. We call it April, whatever the fuck they want to, and we can go into all of those different goddamn gods and all that other shit. I don't do that. I ain't with Hercules and goddamn all them Three Stooges and shit. No, I'm good. I stick on the shit that I can goddamn put into perspective for myself if I was living in that time. This is April Fool's Day. They get the people that actually created this get to laugh the hardest on this day. People that they got running around looking like fucking minions. And some of these people, look at the people around us. More and more people are starting to look like minions. The exact replicas of these motherfuckers, just ugly sheep shit on shingle. Hey, that's why most people don't got profile pics no more. They're not even impressed by their own look. Know why? They playing y'all like fools. So in reality, you don't know why you look a certain way or have certain characteristics. So now you look at yourself like a fool. But if you knew where you come from, then you would be proud of what you look like and the characteristics that you carry. Because you don't know what other abilities that the people that look like you actually have. It says people who were slow to get the news or failed to recognize that the start of the new year had moved to January 1st. Oh, it's a little better. I'm ready. Okay, cool. A little better. Since the new year had moved to January 1st and continued to celebrate it during the last week of March. So we celebrated it through a whole week through March. Not just New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. We celebrated it through the whole week, the ending week of March, all the way through April 1st. But it said, we became the butt of jokes and hoaxes and were called April Fools. These pranks included having paper fish placed on their backs and being referred to as poison DRLs or April fish. What are the people? Fish, exactly. When the people, said to symbolize a young, easily caught fish in or a gullible person. This is what everybody is now. Everybody is goddamn April fish, and they know that. We're so easily be caught up in different schemes and scandals or entertainment opportunities on social media. And everybody think, oh no, I ain't no fool. I know what I'm doing. No, you ain't. You a damn fool. You an April fool. You an April fish. This shows you right here. They said people like us became the butt of jokes. So then what happens when a certain group of people What happens when a certain group of people are speaking a certain truth, and then the rest of the percentage of people start to shun them out and talk about them and make up different things, calling them witches and disgracing them and causing pranks on them and shit like this. They show this shit in movies all the time, where the weird kid or the unordinary kid gets picked on. They calling them jokes. They playing hoaxes on them and all that type of shit. In reality, the people that play the jokes on the people, the joke is really on them, because the people that you play the joke on actually know what the fuck the joke is about, or who placed the joke in front of us to make y'all think that y'all placing the joke on me. But in reality, the joke is being played on y'all, because now y'all letting the puppet masters use their strings to play around with the shit that they put in front of us, which is infrastructure. April Fools, we all attached to these infrastructure. We all attached to social media. We all attached to technology. Not knowing shit is going so fast. That's why so many people is dying so soon. You're like, damn, how they dying so quick? So just imagine how old are we really? If a year supposedly or should be 9 months, and they took it back 3 months, so basically gave us an additional 3 months. So I said, damn, how we gonna take it back 3 months without adding 3 months? Because we don't want to make it the same 9 months. So they just added their own additional months onto that shit. And this is why we living in the Gregorian calendar right now. And this is why they're able to manipulate anything of their fashion, because we're under their time spell. It's all the time thing. They got us wrapped into this illusion of time. If time really mattered. No, time is matter. Matter is time. Matter of fact, TV will stop on the star, nah, and we gone.